Hi everybody, thanks so much for checking back in. This week I thought I'd make a video about next week and a certain significant date called Valentine's Day. Now for some of us, Valentine's Day just comes and go and we don't really pay it much attention. While for others we do, and then there's others still who find it quite triggering. Now I know that if you are not in a relationship, Valentine's Day might be a bit of a lonely time, but I can tell you that for those who are in romantic relationship, sometimes Valentine's Day can also make them think in ways that, is surprising, meaning that they'd rather not be in a relationship. So whatever status of, I guess, romance or relationship that you're in, just remember that the most important relationship you can have is the one with yourself. So please be kind to yourself and let that day pass or mark it, remembering that you are to honor who you are, what your dreams are, and what you, I guess, love and what you respect, and to pay attention to those things. And that's it, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be a phone call to a loved one. It can just be taking yourself for a walk in the park. Now, I love walking in the park, those who know me, and I try and regularly go out and visit nature, but sometimes I don't get access to it. But in this video, I wanted to show you that I was visiting a farm about 2 hours or so, or even more, out of Melbourne, and it's a hop farm, which is surprisingly beautiful, especially when you know that hop makes yeast, which goes into things like bread and beer and even Vegemite. And those things sound so, not that romantic or that pretty. And yet I was so surprised to see how pretty a crop farm is. So that's me here. So nature is really healing for me. And so that's something that I like to do. And I might do that next week. The other thing I want to say is I listened to a podcast earlier this week by Mel Robbins, and she was really good about trying to achieve your dreams. And if you're not doing anything every day towards fulfilling a dream, which could be 1 or 2 or 3, then what you doing? And one of the tips she gave everybody on her podcast was that every day to get up and write 5 things. And they could be big dreams and they could be small dreams, but just write them 5 things every day, and then write again 5 things the following day, and then every day doing something to basically achieve those 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 dreams. And before you know it, you don't have to buy yourself flowers, but if you do, you can, and that's okay too. Wishing you a very happy Valentine's.